You ever get that feeling where you're just stuck? So stuck you take pretty much any offer to escape, no matter how wild it sounded? Well, today we're jumping into the story of a guy who gets exactly that chance. An offer that pops up on a mysterious floating screen, promising him a one-way ticket out of his painfully boring life. And believe it or not, it all kicks off with a smell. This one sentence, it just perfectly sums up the problem at the very core of our hero's life. It's not just his job, it's a smell he can't wash off. It's a constant, greasy reminder of where he is, and more importantly, where he's going. Absolutely nowhere.
So, let's meet the man himself, Marvin Puckle. He's 25, he manages a fast food joint, the money's fine, but he's already hit the ceiling. And the thing is, he's got ambition, right? He wants more out of life, but that next step up, regional manager, well, that job basically never opens up. He's trapped, and he feels it every single day.
And then, out of nowhere, in the middle of a totally normal shift, this happens. A screen just appears, hovering there in the back room. It's an invitation to a contest that spans multiple universes. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you only read about in stories, and now it's floating right in front of him. So, what's the prize? It's not just cash, it's not fame, it's the chance to reach the pinnacle of existence. Now, what in the world does that even mean? Honestly, the fact that it's so vague is what makes it so dang powerful. For a guy like Marvin, who feels completely powerless, this limitless, undefined promise is way more tempting than any specific reward. It's like a blank check for a whole new life, and he can project all his dreams onto it. So here's the catch. The screen gives him zero other details. I mean, talk about a blind leap of faith, right? He can either stay in his grease-scented dead-end life, or he can gamble on a totally unknown future, a future that could be incredible or, absolutely terrible. He says yes. And this, right here, is where the dream takes a very sharp turn into a nightmare. The second he agrees, the real nature of this contest is revealed, and it is so much more brutal than he ever could have guessed. A video starts playing on the screen, and it shows all these different people. We're talking soldiers, superheroes, even magic users, all fighting to the death. Yeah, this is no game show. This is a straight-up, multiversal, gladiatorial battle. Marvin is just horrified. He just signed up for a fight for his life. The video ends with a scene that's weirdly familiar. Two contestants are left, squaring off. One of them, a swordsman, yells this iconic line just before the final attack. That one line, man, it just slams the reality of the situation home. This is a battle royale. To the death. So, let's be crystal clear about the stakes here. They are absolute. If you win, you get ultimate power. If you lose, you die. And the scariest part for Marvin? There is no back button. He's locked in. The decision is final. Okay, so it's not all bad news. They don't just toss him in there with nothing. To even stand a chance, he gets to choose a system, basically a framework that'll help him get power. This one choice is probably going to be the thing that determines whether he lives or dies. So let's see how he figures this out. And wow, the options are just insane. There are 16 main categories, and who knows how many subsystems. Cultivation, RPGs, dimensional travel. I mean, how do you even begin to pick one when your life is literally on the line? The learning curve for most of these is got to be off the charts. So faced with this just crazy list of choices, Marvin does the smart thing. He decides to stick with what he actually knows. He's no martial arts master, he's not a hardcore gamer, but he knows movies. This category feels familiar, it feels doable, and honestly, it's packed with potential. So he drills down even further, right into these 5 movie assimilation systems. Each one has its own little twist, like Real Worlds would just throw him headfirst into a movie's main conflict. Super dangerous. Mythic's Cinema Codex is safer because it ranks movies by power level, but man, leveling up would be a slow grind. But then, his eyes land on the movie script system. And this is the one. This is what clicks for him. The movie script system is all about control. He can pick his role, he can mess with the plot, he can manage his own risk. And here's the kicker. If he goes off script, yeah, it's more dangerous, but the rewards are even bigger. For Marvin, this is the perfect sweet spot between risk and reward. He picks it. So, with that huge decision out of the way, the system hits him with the next step. Because this isn't just about getting powers, It's a total reboot. He has to ditch Marvin Puckle for good and pick a name for his new self. And it's kind of funny, actually. His first idea is Novocaine, but one of his coworkers is like, dude, that sounds like what the dentist gives you. So after a little brainstorming session with his employees, they come up with something that sounds powerful. Alexander Cyrus, a name that combines two ancient kings. The difference just says it all. Marvin Puckle is officially history. All right, so he's got the system, he's got the name, he is officially Alexander Cyrus. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, choosing his first destination, his first role, his first mission. This is it, the last step before his old life is gone forever. And his first picks are, wow, they're bold. He's diving straight into Star Wars, and he's not picking some background character. No, he's picking Anakin Skywalker himself, right in the middle of Attack of the Clones. Just think about that. He's choosing the chosen one, a guy with one of the highest power ceilings in all of fiction. But he's also choosing someone who's destined for a massive tragic fall. His mission to drastically overturn the plot is an insane gamble. He's betting everything that he can tap into all of Anakin's raw potential without falling to the dark side. And if he pulls it off, he'll get a huge power-up right at the start. But before he hits confirm, he takes one last look around the fast food place. He thinks about the 7 years he worked there, the people he saw every day, and this final thought he has, it's kind of quiet, a little heartbreaking, and it just seals the deal for him. And that's it. He hits yes. And just like that, Alexander Cyrus is gone from our world. His new journey and his fight for survival in a contest between universes has only just begun. So that just leaves you thinking, right? If you were offered that same deal, an escape from your everyday life, but you had to enter a deadbeat competition, what kind of power would you choose? Would you go with a cinematic system like he did? Or something else entirely?